Hey Geeks, my name's Brittany. I am not an interviewer, but I'm going to be interviewing the geek behind the scene today.
I love it. Thank you guys.
Okay. There's no one out there.
Okay.
Okay. So, can you tell me your name and what you do?
Yes, so I'm Eddie, and I'm a crime scene investigator. What about you?
I'm also a crime scene investigator.
Next question.
Next question. Eddie, what did you do before becoming a crime scene investigator?
So I was in the Army. I was in the Army for 5 years. Before that, I was just living my life in Florida. Actually, I just graduated college. I went to the Army, and then I went to Kaiser University, where I attended for 4 years, and then now I am a crime scene investigator here in Florida.
Very cool. What inspired you to become a crime scene investigator?
Sorry, I itched. I don't know if that's good, whatever. So what inspired me to be a crime scene investigator? Nothing. So let me tell you what it was. I actually wanted to become a CID when I was in the military.
What's a CID?
CID, I have no idea what the acronym stands for.
Okay.
Well, I forgot what it was. But basically, what they do is like undercover jobs, kind of like investigative jobs, you know, things like that. Then what happened was that the military got really on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie.
Understand.
And it just wasn't for me. Respect to those who serve and is still serving, but I did my term and I'm out. And so what happened was that after I left, I was looking at the college list to see what else I could do in life and everything, and I was getting paid for it. So then I see crime scene investigator under criminal justice. I was going to take criminal justice first. I was going to focus my career to be like biology. But what happened was that I saw a crime scene investigator. I'm like, like the movies? Not like the movies.
No.
So.
Smellier.
Yes, definitely. More time consuming.
Right. Hotter.
And yeah. So, what's the question again?
Okay. I don't know. Okay, Eddie.
Yes.
So, this is what everyone wants to know.
Yes.
What is the wildest scene you have ever been to?
Okay. Yes, everybody always asks me this. Craziest scene. There is a scene which we don't even report to. We don't report to any accidents. So, this time I was training with the sheriff's office, and it was an accident, and they do report to traffic accidents. So what happened was that this Toyota hit a red Cadillac. It sped off, and then you know the median where the grass is, so it hit the median and the car started flipping. It hit a tree. The person got ejected. The car exploded. She ripped in half, and she was like a pretzel.
Oh,
yes,
a pretzel.
Yes. Yeah, I remember walking up to it actually, and then as I'm walking up to it, I was like, wait, where's the victim? And they're like, under the tarp. And I look at the tarp, and the tarp is like right there. I'm like, that's a small tarp. And they're like, we didn't need a big one. So like they just kind of like, bam, and she was like a circle.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, pretzel, because her legs went like that.
Wow.
I didn't go like this because her hands were like this. I went like that because her legs were like this.
That's a good descriptive term. A pretzel.
Yo, can somebody refill? All right, Brittany. So another crazy scene.
This is what the people want,
okay.
Eddie.
It wasn't
Tell
too
a
crazy.
Story.
It wasn't too crazy, but I went in a house that was burglarized. I went to this house that was burglarized, and I was like, man, what are we gonna get from this as evidence or anything? Then what happened was that, Brittany, can you believe it? I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Was there a peanut at the scene?
There was a peanut in the scene.
No freaking way. That's crazy.
Oh man. Hold on, people don't know why we're laughing, but yeah, there was a peanut in the scene. Inside joke for the peanut. So what happened was that I actually got DNA from the peanut. Yes.
And you caught the suspect that way?
No. So I guess it was some kid that went in the house. They destroyed everything that was in the house.
Okay.
They didn't even burglarize. They didn't steal anything or anything. They just wanted to go in and just harm.
They were bored.
Destroyed. They were bored.
Okay.
It was kids.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure if that kid ever gets caught doing anything else, they'll match him up.
We'll match him up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Eddie,
Yes.
we need to get a little more serious here.
Let's get serious.
Can you tell me what directed you to the business realm?
Yes, of course. So what happened was that I always wanted to be a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a poor family, not too far away from here, where, I lived in I want to say about 30-foot trailer. I grew up pretty poor, in that time frame of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, who makes money? People that work in stocks, businessmen, and all that. So my mindset was always trying to go into business. And then I tried my best to do all these things to help out my family, sell things that I found and help my family out that way. And I was in school, so I couldn't get like a full-time job or even a part-time job because I was also in band and all these stuff in school. Sorry, I just burped. So it's okay, keep it. So what happened was that I went to the Army because I just couldn't afford college. My parents couldn't afford college, and I knew that as soon as I got out of college, I would be in debt. Mm-hmm. So what happened was that as soon as I got to the being a crime scene investigator, I said, I don't think I'm ever going to become a businessman. So as I'm working some of the scenes, I've noticed that there's a need for something, something that I didn't even see in school, something that it's just popped in my head as I'm doing it. It was through trial and error, really, because the thing was that I would go back to the office and then I would check my notes, and then I'm like, oh, dang, I forgot this. I forgot this other thing.
There's a lot of things you need to write down.
Yes, there is a lot, and especially when you're a new person.
Right, a lot to remember.
So what happened was that I started searching for a specific item. I started searching on Amazon for a notebook, anything crime scene, and nothing. So what happened? Light bulb. And then, so I created it. I said, why not me?
Yeah.
Why not me? So I took a big risk into actually making the Crime Scene Pocket Guide. So this was the very first
there it is, people.
Crime Scene Pocket Guide that was created.
There
is also there's a prototype before this one that I have, and I cannot find it, but whenever I find it, it's going to cost thousands of dollars.
As it should.
But this is the prototype. And then the inside, I made it myself. As you guys can see, it's horrible. So what happened was that I met this young lady. She said, I can make it better. Yours suck.
Okay.
She was right. So what happened was that we decided, actually, on top of that, wait, before I get to this, I started using my own pocket guide in the other crime scenes. So I started using it, I started writing in it, and I was missing out on a lot of things. There was a lot of
Lots
things.
of trial and error.
Yes. So I started marking it. I was like, okay, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. So what happened was that I added it, I made a list of it, and I added it to the new pocket guide, which is this
new and
one
improved
right here. There's actually going to be a new cover to this one coming soon. So pocket guide, everything that you see here, it's all the girl that helped me out. Yes, the girl that helped, the young lady that helped me out. Everything that you guys see here was her.
Wow.
This was all her. And then what happened was that, so speaking a little bit about the book, if you don't mind, or I don't know if the next question is about that.
So this interview is actually about the book.
Oh, so great.
Yeah, carry on.
Let me carry on then. Okay, so what happens is this book is basically for crime scene investigators. Specifically, newer people or people in college.
Mm-hmm.
I don't judge if you're a seasoned person and buy it, but the problem is that this is more to teach. Teach and learn.
Right.
So the very first page that you're going to encounter is the page that says the date, the case, the offense, the address, the times, the victim's name, suspect, and then it's something that you're not gonna forget. Once you're at the scene, you cannot forget. It's right there. It's fillable. You cannot miss it.
And that is things you need to collect from every single scene you go to.
Yes.
Correct?
So yes,
Okay.
exactly. So every scene. So right here is my story. So it's just a blank space. So you can write out whatever the detective, the police officer, whoever is there first, whatever story they give you.
Right.
And then there's scene measurement. Everybody always has to measure the living room, the bedroom, things like that. Body measurements. This one's actually pretty good. So on the body measurements, you have your head, left arm, right arm, everything that you guys measure to in the room, and then you put the name, the victim's name.
You measure from the arm?
From the arm.
I do the hand.
The hand. Well, everybody does it different.
Everyone does it different.
Everybody. No. It's so. No, you can measure from the hand.
Okay.
We put arm is very genetic.
General.
It's very general.
Okay.
Yes. So sometimes you cover if the hand is covered,
right.
you have to measure from the elbow or from the shoulder.
Yes.
So
every scene is different.
Yes. So that's why we measure the whole. That's why I put arm. Just like foot. Then after body measurements, we have weapons measurements. It's the same thing as the body measurements, right? Baseline measurements, your bullet holes, everything that you need for shootings. Then you have an evidence list and a space for extra notes. Scene sketch.
Draw a picture.
Draw your picture. Draw your house.
Draw your directionals.
Everything. And then it starts over again.
Okay.
Then it holds up to 10 scenes.
So why 10?
Approximately
why
10 scenes.
Is there a reason for just
yes,
10?
There is actually a very good reason for just 10. I could have put 50, I could have put 100, I could have put, but
that
the
way
thing is that
more.
Yes, but
so
the
why
problem
10?
is that we do have cargo pants. Most of us actually have cargo pants, and it's very mobile. Like we can just slide it in the pocket, and a lot of times we have our hands full.
Absolutely.
So it's very easy to just flip to the page, write the notes, and then just kind of slide in the pocket.
Okay.
And
convenience.
It's very convenient for everybody.
And you carry your notebook with you at all times on a scene, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we carry the notebook. And so what happened was that, with 10, it's just perfect even for teachers, because a lot of times, tell me a professor that gives students more than 100 scenes, unless they're in actual training for months. But usually mock scenes are for schools are like once a month,
right,
or twice a month, or however much they can afford, because that's all money too. So what happens is that with this, it's very, very convenient. It's the pages are you can bend it. We have the spiral here, so you don't lose your page, and then you can just stick with it right there. Bam.
Okay.
Walk around to your scene. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
All right, Eddie. Who is the target audience for this product?
Yes. So the target audience for this product is mainly, like I said earlier, students, teachers, the newbies. So if there's a crime scene investigator who's been in for 20 years, we're also going to create notebooks specifically for you guys, blank pages, because we already know that you already know, and blah blah blah. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Carrying on.
Is this the only product available?
No.
Okay.
No. So.
Tell me more.
Oh, yes. Guys, other than the Crime Scene Pocket Guide, we do have t-shirts. We have tote bags. I don't know what else to say, because there's other things coming here soon. We also have coffee. I don't know why we don't have coffee here. But
Coffees.
we have coffee. We have a Colombian and a Brazil coffee from this coffee shop who actually won the Golden Bean Award.
Oh, the Golden Bean.
Yes, the Golden Bean.
Wow.
That means that they are number one.
They're the best.
They're the best.
It doesn't get better than the
Golden
Bean.
So, shout out to them, The Haven.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate John for all his help. And I appreciate Ryan as well. Shout out to them. They're awesome. They roast their own coffee. Yeah, so if you guys can go ahead and go to crimescenegeeks.com. It's going to be right here. And click on it, or it's going to be in the description as well. And we're going to have on-call nights. And we have a new one, which is a darker roast of the 3 a.m. elixir. So you can find it in crimescenegeeks.com. And we also have one more thing for everybody else. Bam, that's it.
What do you mean that's it?
That's it.
You're going to leave us hanging like that?
That's it.
Okay.
Can we turn this off? Okay, so now, guys, Crime Scene Geeks wants to form a community where we can invite all crime scene investigators to our community as well. So basically what happens is we're in the process of creating an app where now, like YouTube, Instagram, and all these places, you cannot say things that in the crime scene investigation world we are allowed to say, or we can say, such as kill, or I'm probably gonna get bleeped, or whatever, kill, murder. You know, we have to say these things. These are things that we study. These are things that we see. Now YouTube and Instagram is making us say words like unalive. So we are creating a community where everybody can go in. We can say whatever you want, and you can also do your marketing for your podcast. We could do a marketing for all your businesses and things like that. Shout out also to the podcast, The Walls Do Talk. Their link is also going to be in the description. Shout out to Gabby and her husband Adam. They're great. They're awesome. We're very, very, very appreciative of them. And their podcast is awesome, guys. Check them out.
Okay, Eddie. This is the final question of the night.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. Where can we find these products and how can we reach you?
Oh my goodness. I was not ready for this one. So you can reach me in my Instagram at Crime Scene Geeks or crimescenegeeks.com. It's going to be right here. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for sticking together. Stay tuned for our future products, for everything that we have for you guys. Thank you for staying this long, for listening about our pocket guide, shirts, and everything. And and as always, stay focused, stay organized, stay geeked.
Stay geeked.